A great claret, mark you. Just the thing for grouse or pheasant. Now, bring these to the right temperature, and I think you'll see what I mean. Martini's my drink before dinner. There's some scotch up in the box room, if you prefer. Help yourself.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes.
Here we are.
Oh, let me help you.
Oh, thank you, Albert, dear. Put the curate down, Constance. Take it. Now, I have yours here, Uncle George. And his hot water jug. Yes, that's right. No milk for you, Mother? Milk and sugar for you, Edward. That's right, isn't
Perfect,
it?
thank you.
Wonderful. The one thing I've missed, something they don't understand in America, the ritual of tea time. What a splendid, civilized ceremony it can be.
I find it very relaxing.
Corruption. People putting tea or whatever it is into those repulsive little things. Money grabbers.
I remember the first time I went into a drugstore, in Boston, I think it was, and asked for a pot of tea. Didn't know what to make of it. I'd never seen one of these before. They do have their advantages, though, as I soon found out.
Oh, do stop it, George. Or take it somewhere where I can't see you. It's obscene.
Oh, Mother, what a thing to say.
You don't even know what those bags are made of.
Certainly nothing harmful.
Foreign substance, whatever it is. And they're ashamed of what's inside. That's obvious. Or they wouldn't truss it up so you can't see it.
Oh, come now, Victoria. I'll make you a little bet. 2 cups side by side. 10 shillings, you can't tell the difference. Taste it.
Oh, I should say not. I've more regard for my health than that. Dregs, I shouldn't wonder. Sweepings off the floor if it's tea at all.
I wonder, could I have a drop of your hot water, sir?
Oh, yes, sir.
I have some here, Edward.
Oh, thank you. Just a little strong for me, sorry.
How stupid of me. I shall know better next time.
This young man, Edwin, or whatever his name is, what's he do?
I beg your pardon.
Mother, that's very rude.
Well, I should like to know if we're going to have him round all the time. Somebody should ask him.
Edward is a gentleman.
Looks like a writer.
Edward is a criminologist.
Oh, how very exciting.
I've never quite understood what that involved. You study crime, do you?
Well, in a way, sir, yes. It's a branch of applied psychology, which is to say we apply psychology to criminal behavior.
Oh, do you write mystery stories?
I'm afraid not. No.
Oh.
I am writing a book at the moment, but it's not fiction. I'm correlating some of the more recent conclusions concerning criminal behavior.
A nap time, Mother?
In the past, a great deal of stress has been laid on the purely financial or economic motives. That is, crime for material gain. That still exists, of course. But the more modern view is that in determining why crimes are committed, one must take into consideration not only profit and greed, but the whole spectrum of social and personality factors as well. Following the directions indicated by Sigmund Freud and others, we must take into account, and we are concentrating now much more, on the influence of the individual ego.
That's very interesting.
Yes. We find that crimes are often committed for no other reason than the desire to satisfy the demands of this ego. In other words, vanity, pride, social position, and so on. Whatever the individual feels he lacks. By digging deeply and not allowing oneself to be too frustrated by individual things, you will find that this is particularly true in the more serious crimes of violence, such as...
Good heavens, what's that?
Sounds like Granny.
How much did you put in of that stuff of Albert's?
3 tablespoonfuls, dear.
Can't understand it. Magnificent in a way, you must admit that. 3 tablespoonfuls and not a quiver. You'd have thought all those years in America would have thinned his blood.
It wouldn't be disrespectful, would it?
No, I don't think so. It isn't as if there was something untimely or tragic about her passing. Old lady, you know, lived a full life.
A picnic would be so nice for Constance and the young Edward. There's not enough courting in the open air in these days.
I'll speak to Henry if you like.
Oh, will you? And then we could ride up along the river to Nettleton Reach.
Used to pick up a nice trout there now and then. I wonder how it is there these days.
We'll ask Henry. He should know.
You'll know what, Aunt Alice?
Anybody about?
Where's Henry got to?
He's bringing the boat up, I think, Aunt Alice.
Oh, that's nice. George, I do hope you'll catch a fish.
You've got the wrong line there, Albert.
Oh, yes, I do believe you're right. Nice rod, Bat.
Here's Henry now.
Oh, Albert, give me a hand with this hamper, will you?
Yes, sir.
Look out there.
Oh, sorry.
Don't be long, dear. Tee up.
Did you hear anything?
Not a thing.
You're quite sure? You were listening carefully?
No, I wasn't, as a matter of fact. Oh, should I have been? Now, I would have thought the point would be that ordinarily one wouldn't be listening too carefully, that if one
All
opened
right,
it...
all right. Now, Albert, this is our best plan so far. I can see nothing against it. It's the most likely sort of accident. Uncle George, keen on fishing. I mean, it'd be very difficult later to reconstruct exactly what did happen.
Before or after tea, do you think?
Well, not before, certainly. We want his tea first. Now, there's nothing to it, providing you can capsize the boat properly. It's an unsteady craft at the best of times. And weighted down as he is with all that gear, he might easily hit his head on the underside. Now, you're quite sure you can manage it?
Oh, yes, I think so, Father.
Fine. Now, you know the largish part of the river, just round the bend? Yes, well, that'll do nicely.
Hear that fellow, Albert? Here, change places with me. Let me have a go at him. I think I can drop a fly in his way. Now, careful. Now, you'll have us both in the water. Here, I see what's the matter. This is yours, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, now, you step through there, and I think we'll both be in the clear.
Well, perhaps if I got round the other side.
Careful. Look out, Albert. Oh! Albert. Just a moment, I'll... Here, grab hold of this, Albert. Sorry, slipped. Be with you in a minute.
Father, he's just a little conservative.
So was his mother.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
There was something wrong with her heart then.
That was the general impression.
How old was she actually?
70-something. Oh, come on, let's go for a walk.
What is it, young man? Is something wrong?
Aye.
Uncle George.
Had a bit of trouble with the boat, Henry. Albert got a nasty crack on the head.
Look here, what are you doing interfering?
It's a miracle this strong young man was there, or we'd have lost the boy on the spot.
Poor Albert, he's caught a cold.
Let's get him to the car, dear.
Oh, yes, the car.
Better get him up at the house as quick as you can.
Yeah, well, I'll take him.
Good morning, Mrs. Pugh. This is Harold here. I thought I'd better let you know that I shan't be here this afternoon. Up at the church, helping William to ring the bell for Albert Clitterburn's funeral. Oh, but haven't you heard? He died of pneumonia.
I didn't know you were addicted to this sort of thing.
I couldn't sleep.
Glass of milk, does it for me? You?
No, thank you.
Cracker?
No, thank you. I'll make some tea.
Connie, sit down. Hold this for me, will you? Thank you. Connie, we haven't had much of a chance to get acquainted. The way things have been going, this business about Albert, you don't feel, well, you don't hold any of this against me, do you?
No. Oh, may I?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Relieves me to hear you say that. I wouldn't have blamed you in a way. That was a nasty crack on the head I gave him.
Well, you didn't do it on purpose.
Just clumsy.
And besides, I've never heard of anyone getting pneumonia that way.
How's your young man coming along with his criminal, psychological, or whatever it is?
Oh, Edward. Oh, he's all right.
Isn't working too hard, is he?
I don't know.
I can't help noticing his light on most nights when I come down to make my little pilgrimage to the larder. He don't get enough exercise. Should. Young people today haven't got the stamina they used to have. I'll take him out shooting in the morning.
I don't think he'd stand all that banging.
Oh, nothing to it. Do him a world of good. Good night, Connie.
Good night, Uncle George.
Good morning, Henry.
Hadn't had a decent night's sleep since Uncle George arrived. Turning the house upside down, sneaking food at all hours.
Now, that's not quite fair, dear, considering how generous he's been. All those tins of food and things he brought along from America.
Bedlam. He eats enough for 6 people at regular meals. I really don't see the necessity for all this nocturnal prowling.
Yes. Would you mend the stairs, dear? They make such an objectionable noise.
Well, where's the toolbox?
In the box room, dear.
In the box room. I don't know, noise on the stairs. The charm of an old house.